Hey, what's up, everybody, on this extremely hot and humid day on the FTC on ABC. Man, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. So I'm going to show this image because I got this message recently and I replied to it, but I guess I'll make a video about it. And it was basically on this recent video where I showed that I didn't even realize that people like Desk were in my these old threads where I was explaining on how all these games work. And the guy was basically like, it sucks that all these people got popular and from your ideas and stole your ideas, but it's your fault for not capitalizing on it. And, basically he wrote a little bit more than that. Now, okay. There must be some kind of confusion here, right? That it's my fault. Okay. This is what, you want to know what my gaming setup is for the majority of my life? Do you know what the gaming setup was? Well, I was winning all those tournaments on disability when I was making all these original combo videos. It was this. I had a 10-inch TV, dude. Okay? I didn't have a good computer, anything like that, even if I wanted to make even a simple video, okay? I was playing on duct-taped controllers. I know the community has this kind of, at least some people have this idea that I have this money and I don't, okay? Do you think if I had money, I would be buying all my own stuff at 14? Do you think I would have had to pay rent, all this kind of stuff as a teenager? Now, that's not me saying that I'm super omega poor or something like that, because I'm not. But it's a fact. I had to work when I was a kid to help support my fucking self, dude. Okay? I don't have someone that pays for everything, okay? So video game stuff, I didn't even have the luxury for something else than a 10-inch TV. And yet I was still winning tournaments on this and everything. And actually, even thinking about this Hyper Alpha thing, I've said before that during the Hyper Alpha thing, APOC came to me and he had asked me, he's like, Clayton, what are you doing playing on a controller now? And I was like, dude, my hands have gotten so bad I can barely hold anything anymore, And so that was right before my surgery. But, and I think that's why Mike Watson actually, because I told the story of Mike Watson actually, he didn't have to do that, but he actually offered to buy me controllers before. And I turned him down because, well, I guess I'm stupid and I feel bad about people doing things for me, especially back then, right? Now I feel like I'm an idiot for not taking advantage of people, but which I guess you wouldn't really say that's taken advantage of. That's kind of just accepting someone's generous offer. But I was like, you don't owe me anything. It's okay, dude. But the fact is, I play on this busted shit. So the idea is, Clayton, it's your fault for not taking advantage of this stuff. Okay. You have to realize, dude, when I was making all these combo videos back in the day, just like how I've showed there's VHS tapes, all this kind of stuff, okay? I was posting all this stuff on the forum, how all these video games worked. I did not have the ability to even make a video by myself. That's why I had to send VHS tapes to people. And so I would post tech on the forums, okay? And then, okay, does anyone remember why I have the name DIALUPSUCKY? It used to be Final Showdown, and then it was DIALUPSUCKY. Do you know why I had DIALUPSUCKY? Because my original name was Final Showdown, okay? Right? Because I think the Super and King of Fighters is cool. Blows himself up on fire, then he beats the shit out of you with all these shadows. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. As a kid, I was like, that's pretty cool looking. And Final Showdown is a cool name. I'm like, okay, I'll use that as a name, right? But anyway, so I was posting all this tech as a kid, explaining how all these video games worked, right? And more often than not, when I would do this, then people, after reading my posts, who had the ability to actually make videos, they would then post the video and take credit for themselves. And so eventually I was like, I'm not going to keep fucking helping the community. Like, this is bullshit. You can't even give me a shout out. Now, of course, you could say the Japanese, they gave me a shout out for the Kim Infinite and CVS2, which is not entirely true because I just was the person that made the idea work, let's say. But, generally speaking, most people would not give me credit. And they were actually stealing my ideas, stealing my knowledge. I said even before back in the day, you used to be able, the moderators, what they used to be able to do is they could actually go and edit your own post on forums. So you would be able to check if you actually looked at it, right? You'd see, and it would just say Final Showdown posted something, and my tech would be deleted. But you would see under the name, it was edited by a moderator. People used to fucking do that back in the day. And then the moderators or somebody else would post my stuff, right? And so I'm like, I'm not going to keep helping you guys. This is ridiculous. You can't even give me credit. You got to delete my post. And so Tragic actually banned me. Because it's like, well, if you're not going to keep helping us, then I'm going to ban you. Now, so I made the name DIALUPSUCKY because I was on dial-up. I know kids probably watching this. Do you know what dial-up is? I was on dial-up for a long time because I had no money. My family was not super rich either. I was helping to pay rent as a kid. Well, 14 isn't a kid, but most people probably don't pay rent as a teenager while living with their family, okay? I had to pay for my food. I had to support myself, okay? So dial-up, okay? Dial-up-sucky, dial-up internet. You know what I mean? Do you think I even had the ability to like watch videos? Or half the time I remember, this is crazy. Do you know half the time I would like look at a guy's video and it would take forever to download the video. And I would be like, oh my God, I just wasted hours and hours downloading this. And this motherfucker just took my fucking video that I've been posting. Ridiculous, okay? That's where the name DIALUPSUCKY actually came from, in case you didn't know. Now, as history has gone on, even back, as far back as the Marvel days, then Tragic actually was more open to giving me credit for stuff, which was, I guess, seemingly it was okay. Once Marvel and all that stuff was coming out, then he was fine with it, I guess, but that's another story. So anyway, what people probably don't remember, okay, is that I had to send VHS tapes to even get people to then post my stuff and pray that they would actually give me credit for it, okay? Do you remember? Do you remember? That second Guilty Gear video I did, okay, for Guilty Gear. Okay, so the first CVS 2 video I did, okay, that video got attention because it was the closest thing to something that a Japanese person had done, okay? Because most people weren't doing jack shit in the game. So that got my video some attention, and and there's a couple little new things. Then I made that one Guilty Gear video, and that was like on the Japanese level, okay? And then, right, I made that second video, right, it was a long video. No one had ever done anything like that, right, in the community at that point. It was just full of just totally crazy shit, right? But do you know when that video was actually made? That video was made months and months and months before that. It could have been made as much as 6 months before that video even came out, okay? It just took that long for the video actually to finally be made when I was sending these VH tapes to people. Like, can you please put it out there, And that video, by the time it came out, was already old as shit, okay? So anyway, also don't forget Desk Whatever, okay? His first videos weren't that impressive editing-wise. So this idea, oh, they have better editors and all this kind of stuff. Desk's first videos weren't impressively edited, right? And the content in them, as has been the standard throughout his career, I hate to tell you this, is, generally speaking, not that big brain. Okay? He just has a lot of people behind him supporting the lie, so to speak, you could say. So, well, I guess he does get credit for stuff that isn't even remotely true, so it is a lie, but I digress. So anyway, this idea, though, that I got that comment that, oh, Clayton, it's your fault, for not taking advantage of stuff. And yeah, it sucks that people have lied about you throughout the years, but, your editing sucks. And, you weren't, it's like, what are you talking about? I didn't even have the ability to, this is the kind of shit I was playing on. Okay. So, and of course, now, Jesus Christ, you look at the fucking community, and it's, look how openly people have lied and, encouraged people to lie about me throughout the years over and over again. Taking, like I said, I would not be surprised if you take all these content creators who have taken my ideas and grown their channels to enormous levels at times, millions of views, some of these people, The community has probably made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of me. I would say that's actually, how much did these YouTubers make? I don't think it's even weird to assume they've made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of everything that I've taught the video game community throughout the years. And yet, I'm hated. Now, if you ever want to support the channel, by all means, I would appreciate it. Motherfuckers think I'm rich. What, Jesus Christ. Can't fucking afford my medication half the time. Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.